Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is absolute chaos from start to finish. We're looking at what happens when two legendary courtroom disasters combine into one person, a sovereign citizen and a full-blown Karen. And trust me, the moment this hearing begins, you can already tell the judge is in for a very long day.
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Before you call the case you think I might be here on, I've had a chance to talk to Ms. Seeley. She was in the MIDC waiting room, and I explained the charges to Ms. Seeley. However, she would like to know under which jurisdiction I operate. Explain that I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I don't operate under any jurisdiction, so I don't think she's seeking the services of an attorney at this time, and the court may like to speak with her.
So let's begin.
Thank you, Mr. Batar.
You're welcome, Judge.
These are 23HR0457A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Bonita Seeley. Ms. Seeley, were you able to hear Mr. Batar just now?
Oh, first of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
Under penalty and perjury, is he willing to swear in?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can
Everybody-
barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against me and holding me accountable. So even though this is just a hearing, it still has to be put on notice for the public as well.
Well, technically this is a court of record, which means every ridiculous thing you say is permanently documented for the public to enjoy. And honestly, demanding that your own attorney be sworn in under penalty and perjury might be the dumbest one yet. First of all, your lawyer isn't testifying, so there's nothing to swear to. Second, it's called penalty of perjury, not penalty and perjury. Kind of an important distinction, especially for someone choosing to represent themselves in a criminal case. That's usually the point where everyone in the courtroom realizes this hearing is about to go completely off the rails.
Ma'am, today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and the arraignment pretrial. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Bonita Seeley.
Ms. Seeley, Mr. Batar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been re-adjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating under. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to represent me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdiction he's operating on.
Ms. Seeley, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Batar can go back, ma'am, Mr. Batar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Batar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who are the parties bringing this claim against me? It's a simple question.
Yeah, that's a simple question, asked by someone clearly struggling to understand the situation they're in. The judge already explained it to you. These are criminal charges brought by the state of Michigan. This isn't some debate club or traffic court loophole seminar. You're facing actual consequences, including possible jail time, and the wild part is, the court is practically begging you to accept legal representation while you keep acting like you've uncovered some secret legal code on the internet. At some point, you have to wonder if representing yourself is really the hill you want to die on.
I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued is signed.
So it's Freddie.
It has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute. I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, it's a,
no, ma'am.
It's a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss Seeley, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Batars to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Batar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Ms. Seeley, do you intend to represent? I'm sorry, Ms. Foley Carter.
I just want we started this case back in July. Ms. Seeley attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Ms. Seeley objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office and then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal and it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing, and any question that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of law, court? That's simple. So are we in a common law court, yes or no?
No, this is not some mysterious common law court. You're standing in Michigan's 34th District Court, a statutory court that handles criminal and civil cases every single day. Reality doesn't magically change just because you keep repeating internet buzzwords loud enough. And here's the thing. You personally do not need to master the court's jurisdiction or start quoting random legal theories from Facebook comments. That's literally what your attorney is for. Your job right now is simple. Stop interrupting, stop trying to out-lawyer the judge, and let the professional beside you do the talking before you turn a bad situation into a catastrophic one.
Marianne, a in-person bench trial date in this matter, please.
Objection. Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January 23rd.
Case dismissed.
At 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in the capacity of a... Yes.
The misdemeanor matter and the two civil infractions that are traveling with it that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like an animal. Objection.
More like stupid, because if you're truly concerned about your freedom, then you better show up to your next court date or you will be locked up and caged like an animal.
You do not have jurisdiction over me. You do not have judicial authority in North America. You are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant.
Miss
I am the
Seeley,
objection.
Miss
No,
Seeley,
you
there
cannot
is-
proceed
there
as
is
an
no-
attorney. Objection. I
Ma'am,
will not be
there
showing
is
up in
no-
court. I will
there is
appeal
no
this
question-
matter.
There's
Objection.
no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because this court, the court has muted Miss Seeley as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Miss Seeley wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd
I
at
will not be
11
showing up.
a.m. That concludes this matter.
What do you think, Judge? Objection. Of course, she had to squeeze in one final objection before the hearing wrapped up. At that point, it honestly felt less like a courtroom and more like someone arguing with customer service after being told the coupon expired. All right, everyone, that's where we'll end today's chaos. I actually held onto this video for a couple of weeks to see whether anything changed with the case. And, surprisingly, it got even worse. Just like she hinted during the hearing, she failed to appear for her next court date, which means a bench warrant is almost certainly coming next. So yes, there's a very good chance we'll be seeing her back in front of a judge again soon. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, the dislike button's there too. Either way, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the next courtroom disaster.